everyone. In this video, we'll be going through ROI and hurdle rates, but we'll also be doing a common exercise that you'll find in an accounting class where you have some partial information and you have to fill in some gaps. So here we have our partial pieces of information. We have a couple of divisions and we have some information here, but clearly, as you can see, we're missing some information, and eventually we'll be calculating the pieces of information that we don't have here. So the first thing that we want to do in this scenario is that without any calculations, which division has a return on investment that is above or below the company's hurdle rate? So without doing any calculations, your residual income gives you the clue. So the division A is above the hurdle rate because they have a positive residual income. And division B is below the hurdle rate because they have a negative residual income. Next thing we want to do is calculate some of these missing pieces of information. So for the sales revenue for division A, we calculate that by taking the net operating income of $170,000 and divide by the 20% profit margin. And we get $850,000 for sales revenue. The investment turnover will be the $850,000 sales revenue number, and we divide by the invested assets of $2.6 million, and that gives us a turnover rate of 33%. And ROI for division A is the $170,000 net operating income divided by the $2.6 million gives us an ROI of 6.5%. For division B, the average invested assets is the $700,000 sales revenue divided by the 20% investment turnover, and that gives us $3.5 million of invested assets. The profit margin is $160,000 net operating income divided by the sales revenue of $700,000 gives us a profit margin of 23%. And the ROI for division B is $160,000 net operating income divided by $3.5 million invested assets gives us an ROI of 4.6%. So what is the company's hurdle rate? Well, to calculate that, we take the $50,000 residual income equals $170,000 net operating income minus the $2.6 million invested assets times the unknown hurdle rate. And if you do the algebraic equation and move things around, basically you're taking $170,000 minus $50,000, that gives you the 120, divide by the 2.6 million invested assets, you get a hurdle rate of 4.6%. That's for division A. For division B, you're taking the 160,000 net operating income minus the 40,000 residual income, which basically adds it. That gives you $200,000 divided by 3.5 million, gives you a hurdle rate of 5.7%. Now, if the company has an opportunity to invest $3 million for an additional income of $150,000, the ROI on that investment is $150,000 divided by 3 million equals 5%. This is a viable investment, and division A would be the division that would consider it because it's a higher hurdle rate than what they currently get. Division B would not consider it because it's lower than their current hurdle rate. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and I'll see you again on another video.